Once again, we're in Walker, this beautiful tree-lined avenue with this time autumn leaves, and we're going back to where we were on January, I think it was the 6th, thereabouts, January the 7th actually. It's now April the 6th, Easter Monday, 3 months later, and we're going to have a look at the falls.
Apsley Falls.
Might be the same group of houses and stuff I filmed coming last time, but you can certainly see the difference, mid-autumn as opposed to midsummer. And we're in drought here at the moment, so all the grass is far, far drier.
Oh, all the grass has died in the paddocks.
Than it should be at this time of year.
Fuel crisis, what a nightmare.
I know. Well, it gives us a chance to use these microphones again. It's really quiet. It's a late afternoon, around about 4:15 on the, I think it's the 6th of... What is the date?
Yes, it's the 6th.
It is the 6th of April 2026.
Because we were laughing because it's 3 months since we'd been here.
Yeah, pretty much to the day. I think it was, as I said before in the other video, I think it was the 7th of January. So 3 months to the day. Let's go check it out. We won't do that so much of that walk that we did last time. We're going to go and check the falls out. Let's go, guys. Well, there's the escarpment. This is part of the path that we walked along. We're not doing the entire path, but you can see the slate.
There's a viewing platform on the other side of the escarpment. That's part of the 370 metre walk, which we'll do next time.
Yeah,
well, there's another viewing platform over there, so you'd have a different view.
Yeah.
But we will do that the next time we come up, because I want to do it because it's rained.
Yeah. See, we were hoping to see the difference with autumn rain, but they haven't had autumn rain.
No, and now we can hear the water.
Yep. And this is where you read that sign,
all these
and
things.
You
it is flowing like it was last time.
Yep.
Look at that. It's still stunning.
Wow. In actual fact, because it's cloudy, we're getting a really, really good view of it. How's that?
Oh, that's just magic.
Isn't it?
Oh, yeah. Just magic.
So now I've switched over to the other microphones just so all the vision impaired people can hear it in stereo. And we'll do what we did last time we were here. We're filming from the top of the falls.
And last time I did talk about those rocks over there.
You did.
But now we're actually seeing it in a different light, so to speak. I want to come back when it's raining because the force of the water would be something to see, because at the moment we've only got this trickle. But could you imagine it coming over the whole top there? Yeah.
And it's more diffused light today, of course, because it's cloudy.
It's a different light. It's still stunning. Listen to that. You can hear the water.
Gives a good perspective, that.
It's just lovely. I think this had to be one of my favourite things that we've done. One of the one
of the very many adventures you and I have had, absolutely. And there's the other walkway on the other side.
Yeah, next time we'll do that. That's 370 metres.
We'll have to walk right around there.
Yeah, like you can do the whole ring.
That would be good.
That's hilarious.
Someone's lost some shoes.
Yeah, but I'm glad it wasn't the shoe and them, because they'd go right over the bloody edge and down.
Yeah, well, just don't lose your microphone.
I won't. I'm sitting back here.
Yeah.
We can go round to that suspension bridge now.
Oh, yeah, we'll do the suspension bridge. And this time we'll walk it in both directions, because the last time we filmed it, we only walked back on it.
So, Apsley Falls is where the undulating rural landscape of the Walker Plateau meets the rugged Apsley Mackay Gorge system. Apsley Falls is about 65 metres high, and equally dramatic lower falls can be viewed from the walk, accessed by crossing the footbridge upstream. The Apsley River winds its way east and north for 65 kilometres, where it joins the Macleay River, and then it flows via Kempsey and spills into the sea at Southwest Rocks. I did talk about this one last time, but I didn't talk about the birds. So peregrine falcons are here. My husband would love that.
Yep.
So peregrine falcons are often seen flying powerfully through the gorges. They lay their eggs in recesses of the cliff face. You may see the white painted splashes of their droppings below the nesting sites on the cliff. Peregrine falcons can reach speeds of up to 300 kilometres an hour when they're diving for Dahang Dungati Bari, welcome Dungati country.
No, you didn't read that, so go for it.
The Apsley McLean Gorge country forms part of the traditional lands of the Dungati people. Numerous Aboriginal sites and artefacts are known throughout the gorges, which is a testament to the thousands of years of land used by the Dungati people. Apsley Falls is a highly significant spiritual and landscape area for the Dungati people, who believe a rainbow serpent, where are we up to? A rainbow serpent created this dramatic gorge in the dream time. That's because when the water is at its full fall, it creates a rainbow. It is said that after creating the gorge, the rainbow serpent disappeared into the base of the falls and reappeared at the mill hole, a water hole in the river at Walker. Whenever the falls are in flood, a rainbow appears in the mist generated from the water gushing over the edge. And that's about the Dungati Bari, Aboriginal people who used to be on this land. They've got a sound trail app.
Yeah, I'm going to look at it when we get home. Download the app, because I don't think we've got any internet.
Download the Sound Trails app and the Apsley Falls Sound Trail to enjoy an immersive self-guided audio tour focusing on the history, ecology and management of the Apsley Falls. The voices are of scientists, artists, elders and rangers.
Oh, cool. Well, like I said, it's a diffused light. We'll get a sunset on the way home, because the sun sets here now around about 5:45, because we're out of daylight saving. We're heading back to the Macleay River, where we walked along that footbridge.
And it just says snakes live in this area, so just be aware. If you
I didn't change my shoes. Oh,
well, it doesn't matter. If you are vision impaired, that your
hopefully the
support
snake sees
worker
you.
or whoever has with you is somebody from around here who's conscious about sharing the path with snakes. There's nothing to be frightened of. You just let them have their right of way.
Yeah, don't cross them.
But always look down when you go to get out of a car. 1 for snakes and 2 for bull ants' nests. This is about the aquatic life of Apsley Falls. The river and associated vegetation provides habitat for numerous species of water birds, such as swamp hens, Eurasian coots, white-faced herons, dusky moorhens, and Pacific black ducks. Pools like this are home to long fin eels, which undergo a remarkable migration to breed. Adult eels swim to the coast and migrate to spawn near New Caledonia. My goodness. A journey of over 2,000 kilometres.
Wow.
Females lay millions of eggs which are fertilised at depths of up to 300 metres. After breeding, the eels, which can reach the age of 50 or more, die soon after. Once the eggs hatch, ocean currents carry the tiny larval eels back to the Australian coast over many months. Glass eels arrive in New South Wales in early summer. Young eels, elvers, then swim upstream and spend several years maturing in fresh water. Platypuses are known to occur in the Apsley River both above and below the falls, most often observed in pools at dawn or dusk, giving their nocturnal nature. Platypuses are widely distributed across eastern Australia from North Queensland to Tasmania, but their numbers are declining due to unsustainable water extraction, land clearing, climate change and erosion of riverbanks, which destroy their habitat. Also, our local river at Bendemeer, we have platypi in there. The river's still there and it's still got some water in it. It's not, I was expecting it not to have anything in it.
Yeah.
But I'm glad that we're coming in failing light, because now you can see the green. Are you picking up the green at the bottom of the pool?
Well, I'm getting the reflection. Yeah, the sky reflecting off the water.
And then you can see the green grasses in there.
Yeah, you can.
Now, last time we couldn't see that.
No. The colours are very different this time of year,
Yeah,
and
much
a lot
different.
drier. A lot drier, even though it's autumn. You'd expect it to be quite green now.
Really, it's quite a long bridge.
Excuse me. There's where we're headed. That bridge that goes over the Apsley River.
So the Oxley Walk
Yep.
is this blue one.
Right.
I'm sorry, I'm lying. This yellow one.
Yep.
And that's an hour and a half return, which goes right around the rim,
Mm-hmm.
but you're right around the whole lot in a bit more.
I'd like to do the whole circuit.
Yeah, so we'll do that.
We'll
but
do that
this
next
one
time. In a summer's day when I come back at Christmas time or something.
The good thing about here is there's wheelchair access.
Yep.
So you can push somebody, look, all the way through here they get to see all of this.
Wow.
Because they've made it...
made it accessible.
Yes.
Now there's the bridge we're going to walk across it in blue.
Hey, there's a bit of slate.
Bit of slate.
Yeah, look.
There's too. Look at that, guys. Bit of slate. How's that?
Just laying on the ground. Because that's what these the
things made
rock
out of.
Formations are made out of.
Now Kelly was talking about the lack of water, and I'm also
compared to last
got much
time.
more control over the zoom in and out. So here
Yeah,
we go.
much.
We're
Look,
looking west into the sun.
look at it all.
Much drier. Remember the colours? It's so beautiful and
And
green
that
on
was all
production.
covered with water last time.
Yeah.
That bit there was.
Was it?
Yes.
Well, we got the old video. We can have a look at that. It's on YouTube.
There is less water.
Yeah. So even though it's more when you would expect to see more water, but this is Australia. Tough, rugged country.
And there is eels or something down in there because they're coming to the top of the water. I can see them breaking the
sun's coming
water.
out of it for us too, changing the light for us. Very, very nice. And using the HDR and the phone the way it's meant to be used.
What I'm impressed with is just how quiet it is too. It's just lovely. They're just peaceful.
I'll record it without those microphones in it to get some stereo effect.
Yeah.
I remember about here is where we were looking down a little bit.
Yeah, and there was a lot more water there.
It was too. We could see the shadow. But not today.
No.
We're on the suspension part of the bridge now.
And there's heaps of frogs' eggs down there.
You can see frogs' eggs, can you?
Yeah, at the top there.
Oh, wow. On the top of the surface of the water?
Yeah, there. That's all frogs' eggs.
Wow.
All scattered through.
What about that greeny bit there?
Where?
The eggs in the middle of the viewfinder.
That's frogs' eggs.
Wow. I'll just zoom in on it for the viewers.
There's lots of frogs' eggs through there because the water's not moving them and pushing the eggs away, so they're getting a chance. It's sort of stagnant until we get a rain.
Yeah.
But it is a different light. You can actually see the bottom. There is a duck in the water there.
This is about where we were. And
there's fish too.
Kelly
Oh,
waved.
look at them moving.
You might have to take the phone and zoom in.
Oh.
Can you see the fish?
Yeah, they're rising, what we call rising.
Oh, I can see something in the water.
That's the duck, but as the duck's coming through, the fish are rising because they're stirring up the water. But that pool you can see is from the duck coming across.
Now I'm recording this bit without those microphones.
Look at that.
Hey?
We may get a wet bomb overnight.
Oh yeah, look at the cloud. It's low. It's looking a little ominous. But I wanted to record this bit because of the stereo. Those microphones aren't doing stereo. You can hear cicadas in the background.
An aeroplane.
An aeroplane in the background. And the sun is out.
Oh, nice.
The sun is actually out.
Nice.
There's the big, huge metal rope thing that's holding us all up, stopping us from falling into the Macleay River.
It'll be a long drop.
And I'm going to get a photo into the sunset, but I won't see how good it is. I'm just going to turn the shutter speed right up to fast, and then actually I'll use this other viewfinder. So looking at the photos and the footage we got from January, all what we're filming here was green, bright green. And I remember that scene there. I remember actually playing with the video in post and filming the just like making the greens a bit greener and the blues a bit bluer, and just sort of fiddling around. Today, I'm going to have a much different experience. Also putting these pictures over as overlays into the production, because that was my first major production using the new to me at the time Apple's Final Cut Pro. I've learned a lot about it since, so I should be able to make faster edits and be more productive with it, because we have to start using this more cost effective and easier to use software. So I'm going to keep moving along. There's I didn't realise there's a bit more water here. It's almost like there's a patch of ground in the middle of the river, actually.
And if you see us jumping up and down, it's because the bridge is moving.
Well, I can jump.
Yeah, look, I'm moving because Elise is jumping on the bridge.
Hey, the bridge. Oh yeah, can feel it moving under feet.
Yes.
Yep. There's a bit of reflection off the water there, so I'll just adjust the shutter speed. I've got a very, very easy shutter speed device. I'm running the camera at 400 ISO because it is cloudy. Last time we were here, would have been running it in 100 or 200 ISO. I'm filming in RAW mode, which gives me a lot of scope when it comes to engineering these pictures before I put them into the movie, and just to have anyway. Here comes the rope again. I don't want to lean over in case that microphone falls off me. It's the first time we've used them for anything like this, adventurous anyway. But yeah, you can sort of get an idea. Like we saw it was about here that I also took a photo of my shadow and some passerby's photo of their shadow as well. Cool.
She's taking a photo of the person taking the photo.
Yep. And yeah, you can see the suspension, you know, ropey thing going right up above us now. Pretty neat. And here the cicadas now, cicadas as they call them here in New South Wales, and I'm not sure whether they're coming out on the microphone or not.
Now I'm just going to turn around, Elise, for a minute and show people how far we've come. I'm just going to rotate 180 so you can see the bridge, how far we've actually come. So right down into there is the bridge at the back.
Wow,
so we're just about fully over the suspension bridge to the end. Last time we didn't go to the end because there was people here.
While Kelly's doing that, you can see how far I've gotten further away, and I just hope the strap wasn't rubbing against that microphone during my commentary. I'm just going to move my microphone a bit, just in case the camera strap is rubbing against it, because we can't monitor this. So yes, as Kell said, we didn't get all the way down this bit last time, and we were also, I think, a little bit more conscious of time. So I'm going right to the end of this footbridge, probably out of range of the wireless, but she's up there somewhere.
I'm behind you.
And we have successfully crossed the Macrae River, I think it is, and back on ground proper, which we didn't get this far last time. So there it is.
So the water comes up right to there. That is in the ground as one of the big wires, high tension cables that holds the bridge up. So all of this would normally be underwater.
At some point, yeah.
At some point. So where we're standing would normally be water, and I would suspect that this would get covered with water as well, because we're at the lowest point of the bridge. So I reckon you'd get wet feet.
Well, if you come a few steps, you'll be off the bridge.
And I reckon you would get wet feet, Elise. The tension cables here that go right up to the top of the bridge.
Oh yeah, I saw them before.
But I didn't see where they were seated in the ground.
Oh, you can see where they're seated in the ground.
Yeah, just
look.
here.
Oh yeah, look at that. Whoa. I wonder how far they've had to drill in for that. I'll follow it through with the camera.
I wonder what the strain would be like.
And
oh, look, pan over there. The sun's come out again through the trees. Pan to the left, look. Some of these things, nature and things, we don't get enough time to smell the roses.
Mm.
And just listen to the, just listen to the noises of the environment.
Kellie's just saying there's something in the water that she believes looks like oil. I hope not.
I hope me too, but it's sitting there like a film on the top of the water.
Yeah, that bit of land in the middle of the river, is that like an island? Where the grass is.
No, it's how can I explain this? It's the water coming down has chewed into the land, and it splits. One side goes on that side and one on this side. But you can visually see that the water goes up to the level, right up to the top of the bank. And imagine, that's why I said, imagine coming here in the wet and we see the force of the water. I think it's going to be exponentially different.
I'm just filming away from the sun at the moment with some high magnification. You can see the sun's reflecting off those trees and the bushland up there against that nice dark low grey cloud that looks a little bit more ominous, but it is towards the east as we zoom out to give you the perspective.
There's lots of frogs' eggs in this water.
Frogs, did you say?
Eggs, yeah, they're all here
eggs, yeah,
and under the bridge.
Yeah.
I don't know what that film is. I don't know if it's going to come up on
the video.
Yeah.
I can see the reflection of the cloudy sky.
Yeah, there is a film there.
More frogs' eggs and greenery and stuff. And there's also part of the bridge.
And in your video, they should be able to see, people who are sighted should be able to see the fish coming to the surface. The greenery here, I would love you to pick that up in video. It's just showing through the water. Can you see it here in front of us? If you pan down there.
Yeah, I can. There's the greenery
and
there.
And the reflections that you like, they're on the water if you pan down.
Yes, I love that. Yes, we can see that. We can even hear crows in the background, and as the sun's getting low on the horizon, it will set around 5:45. It is now 5:45. An hour to go. We won't be here then. We'll be on our way back home. Yes, we're doing our own journalism here. You think about things when you've got to tell the story, don't you? Toastmasters teaches you that. And we have now come back off onto the northern side of the river, and the sun's out, coming through the trees at us.
So hopefully when we come back here and we do the rim walk, we may see a lot more animals or birds or whatever.
And earlier in the day.
And earlier in the day, we'll come back.
Yeah, coming back along that same track we walked along before. And we can certainly see through the viewfinder the really bright yellowness of all the dried grass either side of the pathway.
So where we're standing here, the water is going over that top of the falls, on the top.
Falls are to our
We're
right.
about the same level. Can you hear it?
I think we can even see the fall. No,
yeah, you can through the trees there. So this is the top where the water starts to go over. But I think, David, my husband David, would like to see this and actually look at the rock formations.
So somebody called Lieutenant John Oxley,
RN
now
discovered these falls on the 13th of September 1818 after crossing the river near this point. The scenic stairway was erected by the Lions Club of Walker in 1961. Okay, this is Oxley Wild Rivers National Park that we're in. And this is Apsley Falls walking track. Elise and I are going to do that walking track.
The whole track.
The Gorge Rim walk is a kilometre loop. The Gorge Rim walk is a loop track. From here you can walk along the Gorge Rim to the Lions Lookout, passing 2 additional lookout platforms. Alternatively, walk along the Apsley River and back via the Lions Lookout.
We went to Lions Lookout on the first trip we came here.
And what it's saying too for people, it's an easy grade and it's 45 minutes.
Yep.
The Oxley Walk is on the lower falls and that's 2.7 kilometres return. The Oxley Walk branches off the Gorge Rim Walk and crosses the Apsley River footbridge, where we just were. The walk continues around the north side of the gorge, offering magnificent views of the main falls and the lower falls from 4 lookout platforms, medium grade, 90 minutes to 2 hours return.
Cool.
For people who want to stay longer, you're advised to park back at the Lions picnic area to start your walk where picnic, barbecue and toilets are available. You can camp in this national park, and you would pay for a site. I don't know if they've got cabins, I'm not sure, but there's something for us to look up on another day.
So there it is, guys, Apsley Falls for our second visit, and it won't be our last because we want to come back and do the whole thing as a proper circuit, but as already discussed, we'll be doing that at an earlier point during the day and most likely at summertime. However, if we get back here in winter time to see it, like with snow and all sorts of...
It snows up here.
It snows up here. Anyway, I'm going to stop this video now, and hopefully you've enjoyed our second visit to Apsley Falls, northern New South Wales, Australia.